AfterCarAccidents.com presents 5 Negotiating Secrets Auto Insurance Adjusters Don't Want You to Know. In this video, we will share 5 negotiation tips to increase your personal injury settlements that auto insurance adjusters don't want you to know. Claims adjusters are known to be tough negotiators. By following these tips, you too will become a strong negotiator. Number 1. Know your minimum settlement amount. Before discussing your accident claim with the insurance adjuster, write down the minimum settlement amount you'd be willing to accept. This minimum amount is for you only. Don't reveal it to the claims adjuster. Knowing your minimum settlement amount prevents you from making a snap decision. If you're given a take it or leave it option, you don't want to make a rushed decision that you regret later. Of course, you don't have to settle for your minimum amount. A good strategy is to wait to see the first offer from the claims adjuster. If the adjuster offers a settlement amount near your minimum figure, you know they have more money to negotiate with. At this point, raise your minimum settlement amount to this new figure. This brings us to the second rule of negotiating. Number 2. Never accept the first injury settlement offer. It is a well-known practice that insurance adjusters will intentionally give their lowest settlement offers first. This is to see 1. If you really know what your claim is worth. 2. How desperate you are to settle your claim quickly. The claims adjuster always has more money to negotiate with. Each adjuster is authorized to settle their case within a certain range. This settlement range depends on the adjuster's experience with closing injury claims. For example, an inexperienced adjuster will have a narrow range to settle with, for example, between $5,000 and $9,000, while a more experienced adjuster will have a wider range to negotiate with, for example, between $10,000 and $25,000. When you receive your first settlement offer, ask yourself, is this a low but fair settlement offer? Or is this an unreasonably low offer? If the amount is low but sounds fair, give a counteroffer slightly lower than what you originally asked. However, if your settlement offer is unreasonably low, then you should follow tip number 3. Number 3. Demand explanation for low settlement. A really low initial settlement offer is usually a negotiating tactic to test your resolve. If the first offer is clearly too low, don't lower your original settlement demand. Instead, ask the insurance adjuster to justify their reasons for the low settlement figure. Take notes of these explanations because you will analyze each point and write a response letter. If the adjuster makes good points that you overlooked, slightly lower your claim. For example, there was a liability issue in your auto accident that you didn't consider. This new point makes you more responsible for the accident and lowers your settlement amount. However, if there is nothing that made you more liable or disproved any of your original points, this is probably just a bluff. Maintain your original settlement demand. In your response letter, address each point that the adjuster specifically made as being valid or invalid. Then restate your settlement demand. Once you send in your response letter, don't change your figure again. Wait until after you and the insurance adjuster have discussed your counterpoints in the response letter. Negotiating tip number 4. Never reduce your settlement demand more than once. During negotiations, the insurance adjuster will push you to lower your settlement amount. If you lower your figure, wait for the claims adjuster to respond with their settlement offer. Never lower your figure more than once until the other party increases their original offer. If you keep lowering your settlement amount while the insurance adjuster maintains their initial offer, your claim appears weak. This shows that you don't have a clue what you're doing. The adjuster will just keep pushing your claim further down until you give up and accept a low injury settlement. So hold out until the adjuster raises their settlement figure. Finally, negotiating tip number 5. Gradually decrease your settlement. Never blindly lower your injury settlement by a random amount. Reduce your figure by small increments because more than likely, the auto insurance adjuster will not agree with your offer and you will have to reduce it again. Decreasing your claim between 10% to 20% is a good range. This is because if the insurance adjuster accepts it, you have not lost a lot of money. A 10 to 20% reduction is also significant enough to show that you are willing to negotiate. For example, let's say you want a $100,000 personal injury settlement. After speaking with the insurance adjuster, you decide to lower your initial demand. You should only slightly reduce your demand, for example, between $80,000 to $90,000. This will demonstrate your willingness to negotiate and protect you from losing the bulk of your initial demand. At the end of the day, you will have to decide what is a fair injury settlement amount. Just remember to not let the insurance adjuster bully you around. Following these 5 negotiation tactics will help you get more money from your accident claims. For more helpful tips on how to increase your personal injury settlements, please visit aftercaraccidents.com.